How's it going today, everybody? This is Kajimianic, your host, bringing you a brand new figure review. Today, we're looking at the giant Marmit Shin Godzilla. This is the event-exclusive version. You can tell because it's purple. So let's not waste any time and let's enjoy the final Shin Godzilla review for the week for Shin Week. And then remember, tomorrow, Sunday, the 30th, we'll be doing a live stream. So make sure to be here, be there for that. We're going to be talking all things Shin Godzilla. So this figure is very, very nice. This is the Marmit figure except blown up, but there is one slight downside, and you guys might be able to see the detail is just a little bit softer on this figure. You could tell they just blew up the mold. I'm not against it, but it did kind of hurt the mold a little bit, but then it also kind of works for the Safubi aspect of this figure. So it's a weird kind of yin and yang situation where the mold kind of suffers in some spots. Like I think the neck, it shows it the most how much detail is lost, and we'll show that with one of the smaller ones a little bit later. But then, you know, they use their paints, they use their highlights, and it kind of brings it out again. Like, let's look at the head quick. Look at how sexy that head is. This is a sexy Shin Godzilla head. The gold teeth, the silver eyes. It is Shin Godzilla. Look at the neck. Look at that neck, it's muscly. Look at that highlight on this chest. The gold fingernails. I love the fingernails. the beautiful, beautiful pink/purple dorsal plates are the highlight of this figure. This is the event exclusive version. This is normally the one people want, the one people hunt for. So I got mine for a very, very good deal. There's the gold toenails as well. Oops, sorry guys. But just look at this figure. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's massive. It's like 15 inches tall, if I remember correctly. It is, well, you'll see how big it is compared to the other giant Shin in the collection. There's the tail. It's got the red highlight down to the little tail nub, which doesn't actually have a lot of detail on it. And that's A-okay. It's a very nice figure. It loses some detail when it got blown up, but it makes up for it in just absolute aesthetic. Having this giant thing on the shelf with Safubi is absolutely incredible. If I didn't have X Plus gigantic figures, I'd be absolutely marveled at how big this is. And even with X Plus gigantic figures, this figure is still pretty large. He does have some articulation. The head kind of moves, but not really. The arms move, but it doesn't do a lot. The legs move. This piece of the tail doesn't, and this one does, but it doesn't really do anything. So let's look at size comparisons. We got quite a few to look at. Let's enjoy that, shall we? Here he is next to one of my standard Marmit Shins. As you can see, the smaller figure is a bit more detailed, a bit more crisp, but it still works. Here he is next to the Sarajirushi Shin, and yes, he towers the Sarajirushi. He is next to the Sun God Shin Godzilla. Here he is next to the ugly Step Bros. At least Manila's back and not hidden. And of course, here he is next to the X Plus Gigantic series Shin Godzilla. As you can see, Marmit might be giant, but no one's bigger than the king in this room right now. All right, guys, that's going to end the review. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Giant Marmit Shin is definitely a figure worth picking up. If you're a Safubi Bandai collector only, this is going to be one of the absolute biggest figures in your collection, and I recommend getting it 100%. It is a little bit expensive, and it's definitely a beast to ship. That is the one downside with this figure. It's like $100 to get this guy shipped sometimes, so depending on who you're using. But I recommend picking it up. He gets a 9 out of 10, just 1 point off for the details that kind of get softened on the body, but I think it still works for the figure. I also just wanted to quickly say thank you guys for joining me with Shin Week, whether you're here during the week or the reviews start bouncing up afterwards. Thank you guys so much for watching. We got the whole Shin Godzilla collection here, and I just cannot wait for next year. I cannot wait to get more Shin Godzilla items because there's always more Shin Godzilla items. So make sure you guys go to Facebook, go to Collect All Monster Collectors, join the discussion with 2,000 other wonderful tokusatsu collectors, and as I always say at the end of these videos, peace, rock on, stay safe, and have a great day, everyone. Watch Shin Godzilla, enjoy your time. Sayonara, everyone. Shin Godzilla and I, signing out. Perfect.